Well, nice to meet you again, sister.
Hi Barry, how are you?
Since this time last year.
Sure, yeah.
What do you think has changed, if anything, since we spoke last year, sister?
Well, since you were here last year, I suppose we've had a lot of development happening. At the farm, you were there earlier on, we've had a lot of development as regards buildings. We have put up a shed for the maize, and we've put up a house for somebody to be permanent on the farm. That will give us security, it will also give us people to work on the farm. And that really has been a boost for us. And it was given by Mission Cara in Ireland. So it's the Irish people's money really we're using. And we have also put up a piggery just this week while you were here. I'm sure you have seen it going up yourself. We have asked you to help us a bit with it. And we have other plans as well at the moment, but that's as far as we've got as regards the farm, which has been a blessing to us, because when I went in there I could just see bush and grass, but now I see future. I see food, I see development, I see lots of things happening there, a bright future for us in home-based care.
That's great. That's great, because I noticed last year some of our students went out there and were digging sweet potatoes, and they came back with sore backs and everything, but the little house and everything wasn't there last year. So when I went out, I was delighted to see the extent that things had changed there. That's great.
And this year we have a lot more maize. Like last year we harvested about 100 bags. I would say this year we have about 150. So I would say the people would be more food secure this year than they were last year.
Yeah.
And we've had quite a number of bags of groundnuts, maybe about 16. Last year we had about 5. Yeah. So there's been a lot of progress really.
That's great. And what do you think made the yield so much better this year as compared to last year?
Well, we had the shed to store stuff in, and that gave us the motivation to do it, because we knew it wasn't going to be stolen. We had no place really to store it up to now, so this really has, egged us on to do more.
Great stuff. I'll turn now to the container that's coming, sister, the famous container, with all its trials and tribulations. As you know, there's a myriad of different items within the container. So maybe if I start with what you talked about last, the farm. Some of the things are a tractor and a plough and a harrow and farming implements. Maybe you could tell us what effect that will have on farming life here.
Well, as you know, we started off with 2 oxen and a plough, and when you visited last year you were asking me, well, if you had this, would it help you? If you had a tractor, would it help you? If you had a harrow, if you had a plough, if you had a sheller, and these were all just things that we wished for. And then came along and they said to us, well, how about a tractor? How about different implements and different items for the farm? Now, of course, I was spellbound. I said, yes, of course. And the good thing is we can put like Magoya Ripper and all other kind of implements onto it that will help us with even conservation farming. We won't be able to disturb the soil in the same way. We just do it gently on the top. So that has been a great blessing, really.
Great.
The tractor especially. Yeah. And all the other things like the harrow, the plough, hopefully a trailer, and many other things that are going to be added on,
Yeah, certainly make life a bit easier.
Very much so.
Good stuff. One of the other main items in the container are the hospital beds, the mattresses, the medical equipment, surgical gloves, all that.
Yeah, it gave us a great opportunity to look wider than ourselves, because we looked at the wider community and other organisations who are working in partnership with us, and one of those would be the hospital. And of course, being in home-based care, we refer our clients to the hospital and they refer clients to us. So there would be a great bond between us. And when you offered us this opportunity to bring things out, we asked the hospital and they gave us a list, quite an extensive list, which we were delighted to have, because this will serve the community at large. It won't be for an individual group, it will be for everybody. So that was a great blessing, because the hospital at the moment, as you can see, is opening a new maternity wing and a theatre, an operating theatre. And they don't really have equipment for that. So what you are sending out, like the beds, the equipment for the labour ward, the equipment for the theatre, the equipment for the hospital, the bed linen, all of that will be a great service to the people and will make a big difference to their lives and to their health, really.
Very good. One of the other major items was the computers. No, we had to adopt Plan B here when the container didn't arrive. So we set up an IT centre in there with 18 laptops, and we visited various schools as well, and donated computers to them. What effect do you think that will have on the community here?
Well, as you can see in the last 2 weeks while you were here, the tremendous enthusiasm that was going about. Now, when we mentioned it first, it was like a dream for all of them. And we got great support from the church to prepare the hall and the room for the computers. And now we weren't finished, as you know, when you came, but you did help us out to finish and put nice tables and cloths and everything. And when we went in and saw all the laptops just laid out like that so beautifully, everybody was absolutely delighted. And then the whole enthusiasm of the people wanting to sign up, wanting to be there, wanting to learn, wanting to know what programs you were doing, it was amazing. And you know, IT is the future for people, and not everybody has the opportunity here. So this has provided a great opportunity, absolutely great for the people here. As you can see, the teachers, the police, the magistrate, all of the people really, the youth especially, from every department they're represented. So it has been terrific.
That's great. We had, as you say, all sections of society, and young and old. I remember looking in there one day, and there was a 7-year-old girl sitting beside a 60-year-old woman.
Yes.
And both of them flying on computers.
And they wanted to learn so much, you know. Of course, the time was very short.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But they have got a foundation, they've got a beginning, and they've got a thirst for it. And we have the equipment to continue. This is the main thing. We have the laptops, or we have the computers coming, and people will join up now that they know. They will join up and they will learn.
That's great.
Because, you know, we will take it up. The committee and the group will take it up, and they will continue with it.
Very good. The last thing, I suppose, that the container contains in a large bulk are clothes and school uniforms and linen and sheets and this type of thing. Now, we've seen firsthand here as we visit the schools, and even as we look around, how difficult it is for the students. If they don't have a school uniform, it's no school, and it's as simple as that.
Yes, that would be true actually. Education is free at primary level, but there's a lot of incidental expenses, like projects they're doing, putting up classrooms, and the children have to pay for that. So for them to receive uniforms, it means they can save on that. And, you know, exercise books and pencils and all of that means a lot, because if they can spare on one thing, then they can afford to contribute towards the building, or they can afford to contribute towards other things. And of course there would be a lot of children who wouldn't get to school without this support. And I think, you know, as a result of maybe the fundraising you are doing at home, you don't always see it, but we see it here. A lot of children are going to school because we're paying for a lot of children in school, and it is through the fundraising that you are doing. Also, we are spending a lot of money on medicine every month because there's a shortage of medicine in the area, and we're very happy to know that we're able to do this through your funds. And a lot of people, their lives are saved by it, really. You know, it's tremendous.
Okay, well, thanks very much, sister. I wish you the best of luck in the future year, and hopefully we'll be returning again sometime shortly.
Thank you very much, and also thank you to all the Irish people, and to Action Zambia, and especially to the people Leixlip, Clane, all around Kildare, all around those places. They even go as far as Mayo, some of them, but all over Ireland really. You know, the Irish people are terrific, and they're always remembered. You'll find them everywhere. And I'd say, you know, a special thanks to Tom and Barry and Mary and all the groups that have come from those schools in Ireland. You know, presentation schools are great at the end of the day, and the people are great. So thanks to everybody.
Thank you very much, sister.
Thank you.